Hello everyone, I am Sapna Mishra. Today I am teaching you the Tiger King question answers. From the first question, the Tiger King, why does he get that name? Answer, Jilani Jang Jang Bahadur, the ruler of Pratibandampuram, is known as the Tiger King. जिलानी जंग बहादुर जो कि रूलर है प्रतिबंधमपुरम का उसे बोला गया है टाइगर किंग. Astrologers said that the baby boy would one day be killed by a tiger when the king was born. He said he would grow up to be formidable warrior and champion, but a tiger would kill him. एस्ट्रोलॉजर ने प्रेडिक्ट किया था कि जो बेबी बॉय है वो टाइगर से मारा जाएगा. उसने ये भी बोला कि ये बहुत ही फॉर्मिडेबल वॉरियर दैट इज पावरफुल सोल्जर बनेगा एंड चैंपियन, बट ये टाइगर से ही मारा जाएगा. The infant who was only 10 days old was listening to this conversation. Infant means small baby. ये small baby जो कि सिर्फ 10 दिन का था वो ये conversation सुन रहा था. As he grew older, he began tiger hunting and bravely killed numerous tigers, earning the nickname Tiger King. और जब वो बड़ा हुआ तो उसने टाइगर हंटिंग स्टार्ट करी और ब्रेवली ही हैव किल्ड लॉट ऑफ टाइगर्स, मैनी टाइगर्स, और उसको नाम दिया गया टाइगर किंग. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, what did the royal infant grow up to be? The crown prince Jang Jang Bahadur grew taller and stronger day by day. जो crown prince the Jang Jang Bahadur means the tiger king grew taller and stronger day by day. He was brought up by an English nanny. Nanny means babysitter. और वो English nanny ने उन्हें पाला. Tutored in English by an Englishman. Tutored means teach. Englishman ने उन्हें English पढ़ाई. He got the control of his state when he came of age at 20. उसने स्टेट का कंट्रोल लिया जब वो 20 साल का हुआ. He decided to kill tigers. For him, it was an act of self-defense as the astrologers had predicted his death by a tiger. उसने डिसाइड किया कि पहले वो टाइगर्स को मारेगा और उसके लिए ये सेल्फ डिफेंस था टाइगर को मारना. क्यों? क्योंकि एस्ट्रोलॉजर ने प्रेडिक्शन किया था, भविष्यवाणी की थी कि उसकी डेथ टाइगर से होगी. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, what will the Maharaja do to find the required number of tigers to kill? Answer, the Maharaja would instruct his Diwan to select a suitable female for him to marry to kill the required number of tigers. A suitable female for matrimony should not be from a royal family but also a state with a significant tiger population. महाराजा ने दीवान को इंस्ट्रक्ट किया कि वो एक ऐसी लड़की जो ढूंढे जो खाली रॉयल फैमिली से नहीं हो बट उसके स्टेट में सिग्निफिकेंट पॉपुलेशन हो टाइगर की. बिकॉज देयर वर नो मोर टाइगर्स इन प्रतिबंधमपुरम. और वहां पर प्रतिबंधमपुरम जहां वो रूल करते थे वहां पर और कोई टाइगर नहीं बचे थे. वो ऑलरेडी 70 टाइगर्स किल कर चुके थे. A reason belonging to his father-in-law would undoubtedly offer him the opportunity to kill more tigers and achieve his goal of killing 100 tigers. और reason ये था कि जो उनके father-in-law that is ससुर जी no doubt उनको रोकेंगे नहीं, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं उन्हें अपॉर्चुनिटी देंगे टू किल मोर टाइगर्स ताकि जो भी उनका गोल है दैट इज 100 टाइगर किल करने का उनका गोल है वो अचीव हो जाए. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, How will the Maharaja prepare himself for the 100th tiger, which was supposed to decide his fate? Answer: when the Tiger King was not getting his 100th victim as a tiger, then he started feeling sad. टाइगर किंग को जब उसे 100 विक्टिम नहीं मिला, दैट इज अ टाइगर, तो वो काफी दुखी हुए. ही ट्राइड अ लॉट फॉर द लास्ट टाइगर, बट देयर वाज नो सक्सेस फ्रॉम एनीवेयर. उन्होंने बहुत कोशिश करी लास्ट टाइगर, दैट इज 100 टाइगर ढूंढने की, बट उन्हें कोई भी सक्सेस नहीं मिली. In the midst of this sadness, the king got good news that sheep are decreasing rapidly in a nearby village, which simply mean that tiger is still alive. और चारों तरफ दुखी से भरे हुए थे. उस टाइम उन्हें गुड न्यूज मिली कि शिप डिक्रीज हो रही है नियर बाय विलेज में. दैट मीन्स कि टाइगर कहीं जिंदा है. The king announced a 3 years exemption from all taxes for that village. और उस विलेज के लिए किंग ने अनाउंसमेंट किया कि 3 साल तक टैक्स छूट दी जाएगी. People also showed great eagerness to search the tiger, but did not get any success. People ने भी strong desire, उन्होंने भी टाइगर को ढूंढने की बहुत कोशिश की, बट उन्हें भी सक्सेस नहीं मिली. The king felt that people are not finding tiger properly. King को लगा कि सब लोग टाइगर को प्रॉपरली नहीं ढूंढ रहे. After this, the king told Diwan to double the tax of that village so that people immediately looked for the tiger for not paying him increased taxes. अब किंग ने कहा कि एक काम करो, दीवान को कहा कि एक काम करो कि ये जो विलेज के टैक्स डबल कर दो, ताकि ये जो इंक्रीज टैक्स बचने के उससे ये लोग टाइगर जल्दी ढूंढेंगे. When Diwan and the rest of the people of the palace realized that they can lose their jobs, Diwan found a tiger from the People's Park in Madras and brought it in his car to the forest. And this is how the king reached his 100th tiger. जब दीवान को समझ में आया कि उनकी जॉब जा सकती है, तो दीवान पीपल्स पार्क गए जो कि मद्रास में था, और वहां उन्होंने अपनी कार में टाइगर को लेकर आए, जो कि और वो फॉरेस्ट में छोड़ दिया. And this is how the king reached 100 tiger. इस ढंग से king 100 tiger तक पहुंच गया. What will now happen to the astrologer? Do you think the prophecy was indisputably disapproved? Answer: in order to save his skin, the Diwan got an old tiger brought from the People's Park in Madras. It was kept hidden in his house. One midnight, with the help of his aged wife, he dragged the tiger to the car and shoved it into the seat. He himself drove the car straight to the forest where the Maharaja was hunting. The Diwan hauled the beast out of the car and pushed it down to the ground. Next day, the same old tiger wandered into the Maharaja's presence. The Maharaja was overjoyed. He took careful aim at the beast. The tiger fell down in the crumpled heap. The Maharaja was extremely happy that he had killed the 100th tiger. The hunter found that the old tiger was not dead. It had only fainted on hearing the sound of the bullet. They did not want the Maharaja to kill now this fact and lose their job. So one of them shot at it and killed it. The dead tiger was taken in the procession through the town and buried there. A tomb was erected over it. The prophecy was not disapproved as the king met his death with the infection caused by a silver of a wooden tiger. The astrologer was already dead. He could not be punished or rewarded. Reading with insight. This story is the citer of the conceit of those in power. How does the author employ the literary device of dramatic irony in the story? Answer. On surface level, The Tiger King seems to be a simple story about the royal prince, his growth and exploits as a king. The prophecies at his birth about the manner of his death make the story interesting by introducing the element of surprise and suspense. On the deeper level, the story is centered on the conceit of those in power. It is usually seen that those in power have too much pride in themselves and what they do. Too much specimens in this story are the Tiger King and the British officer. The author employs dramatic irony and humor to show their faults and weaknesses. The word of this character carry an extra meaning. They do not know what is going to happen. The Tiger King resolves to hunt 100 tigers to disapprove the predictions of the astrologer. In this stubbornness, he falls prey to the wooden tiger. The high-ranking British officer is equally vain. It is more interested in photograph. He is more interested in photograph with carcass than hunting itself. The Tiger King offers to organize any other hunt except tiger hunt. It may be boar hunt, mouse hunt, or mosquito hunt. He has to lose 3 lakhs of rupees for his refusal. The ego of the British officer is satisfied when his wife is pleased to get diamond rings sent by the Maharaja. Now, in this answer, it has been given that about the royal prince, उन्होंने किस ढंग से लोगों को किस ढंग से टाइगर को मारा और किस ढंग से अपनी बात को रखा और वो प्रूव करना चाह रहे थे कि एस्ट्रोलॉजर गलत है बट ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ। यहाँ पर एक और ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर के बारे में बताया गया है कि वो टाइगर हंट नहीं कर उनको सिर्फ फोटोग्राफ से मतलब था, बाकी उन्हें टाइगर हंट नहीं करना था। बट वहां पर जब किंग ने उन्हें मना कर दिया तो किंग खुद डरे हुए थे कि कहीं उनकी सत्ता नहीं चली जाए, तो उन्होंने 3 lakhs ऑफ रुपीस के डायमंड्स उन्हें बेचे। और इधर ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर का ईगो तब सेटिस्फाई हुआ जब उसकी वाइफ ने ये 3 lakhs के डायमंड रिंग्स उनको मिल गए। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। What is the author's indirect comment on subjecting innocent animal to the willfulness of human beings? Answer. The author has written in this cartoon that the king was killing tigers fast for his ambitions. It is illegal to kill wild animals, whoever they are. But king kept on killing tigers to show his power and prove astrologer wrong until he reached the 100 marks. Tigers were almost on the verge of extinction in Pratibandampuram by killing them. So Dewan had to bring 100th tiger from Madras. This is a matter when India was a colony under British rule. That happens somewhere today, then the king or minister has to follow strict law in the tigers hunting from government's side, not of for hundredth killing, but in a very first hunting itself. Next question. How would you describe the behavior of Maharaja's minions towards him? Do you find them truly sincere towards him, or are they driven by fear when they obey him? Do we find a similarity in today's political order? Answer. Most of them were scared of Maharaja and tried to keep him in good humor by obeying his orders. They did not dare to disobey him as his displeasure could mean loss of their jobs and even loss of their lives. The astrologer was afraid of predicting his death. However, Maharaja that asked him to speak without any fear. Diwan, who should have advised the king not to kill the tigers, did not dare to go against his wishes and added his marriage to the princess whose father's kingdom possessed a large number of tigers. Being afraid of losing his job, he presented an old tiger to satisfy the whims of his Maharaj. Likewise, the hunters choose not to inform him of the survival of the hundredth tiger and instead kill it themselves, fearing that they might lose their jobs. Even the shopkeeper who sold the king a cheap wooden toy tiger quoted a higher price lest he should be punished under the rules of the emergency. So it is evident that the king's minions were driven by fear rather than by any feelings of sincerity towards their ruler. Today's political order is not different. We know too well that many of the people in power are not there because of their ability, but because of their influence and power. Moreover, others pander to them for their own vested interests rather than for the good of the country. Next question. Can you relate the instances of game hunting among the rich and the powerful in the present times that illustrate the saloniousness of human beings towards wildlife? Answer. Human beings have been hunting wildlife animals for several decades now for commercial use or hobby. Thousands of whales are killed annually for sale in the international market. There are numbers of purposes for which animals are killed, which may include food, medicine, clothing, ornaments, research, etc. Run by dangerous international networks, wildlife and animal part are trafficked much like illegal drugs and arms. Some examples of illegal wildlife trade are well known, such as poaching of elephants for ivory and tigers for their skin and bones. However, countless other species are similarly overexploited from marine turtles to timber trees. Illegal wild trade is driven by high profit margin and in many cases, the high prices paid for rare species. Those from the developed countries may act as brokers or middlemen, facilitating the import and export of animals from poorer developing countries where locals are primarily responsible for the collection of animals. Next question. We need a new system for the age of ecology, a system which is embedded in the care of all people and also in the care of earth and all life upon it. Discuss. Answer. Modern age is the age of ecology. A new consciousness has arisen among human beings. Animals and the birds are as much part of the nature as human beings. The destruction or haphazard killing of one species may not only lead to its extinction, but it will adversely affect the ecological balance. Those animals which serve as food for the wild animals will increase in the large number. The beasts of prey are wiped out. Each species, howsoever fierce, deadly, furious, and poisonous, has its own role in the scheme of things. We must devise a new system. It must focus on the care of all living beings on the earth as well as the earth itself and all life, vegetation, or animal living on it. Steps have to be taken to preserve ecological balance in nature and prevent environmental pollution. Unpolluted air, water, and food can make all living beings healthy and enable them to enjoy longer lives. With many of the questions, tough word meaning is given. I suppose you must have understood it. Thank you, everyone.